Let me ask you a question. Do you guys have like a little bit of like anxiety opening these things up? I know it may be silly, but I do. Good morning and hi friends. It's early in the morning and I want to make some of this. I better hurry up and I may have to go to voiceovers because already I'm looking out of my kitchen window and I see landscapers and their equipment and all that, and I hear some in the background, so I'm sorry that I have to do that. And what I'm gonna make is my version of Gorilla Bread. Not monkey bread, but Gorilla Bread. Why Gorilla? Because it's beefed up, it's pumped up with a few things, and let me go get my hat and put this hair up because, you know, I got a lot of hair and I don't want it in my food. So I'm gonna grab my hat, put my hair in this. I need some coffee, y'all. Why don't you go grab yourself a cup of coffee and then meet me back here. Ow, yeah. Okay, I need to go grab me a cup of coffee. Hold on a minute. Do you hear them already? I better hurry up. Let me have my sip of coffee. This contains 8 big biscuits, flaky layers.
Matches for that in your recent order.
Hashtag!
To view more details.
Quiet! Alexa, shut up!
The disrespect and the nerve. And creepy.
Hi friends, for those of you who are new around here, welcome. I'm Cookie, your cooking wizard. And I love to cook, develop recipes, taste testing, a whole bunch of things like this. Oh, look at how cute. I could put it in my hand. Pretty food just really is a feast for the senses, for the eyes. This is Pillsbury Grand's Flaky Layers 8 Big Biscuits. This is not sponsored. This is just what I'm using.
But Grand's, Pillsbury, I'm available. No? How about like this? This is my good side one. No?
According to package instructions, it says to bake at 350 for anywhere between 14 to 17 minutes. Now I suggest that you keep an eye on your oven. You should know your oven, and also take into consideration the type of bakeware that you're gonna use. I'm using glass, and yeah. Let's get to the recipe. These are the star of the recipe. The 8-count flaky biscuits from Pillsbury. Salt, some frozen cranberries,
To make it festive.
vanilla bean paste, an 8-ounce room temperature cream cheese, some cinnamon, brown sugar, this Trader Joe's butter and brown sugar maple syrup. I had that left over from Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna use it. And then this spice from Trader Joe's, the pumpkin pie spice, say that fast 5 times, slow down girl.
Ooh, that coffee's kicking in!
Pumpkin pie spice. This has some cardamom and nutmeg and clove, and it adds a nice, I think it's gonna add a nice festive flavor to this Gorilla Bread that I'm making. Focus camera, let me be great. I've tried freezing this before to try to make it easier to cut. Does not work. So you're gonna have to work with this at room temperature, which makes it a little sticky. This cream cheese is at room temperature, and you need to cut it into 16 cubes as best as you can, because this biscuit can right here only has 8, but we're going to split them in half, creating 16 biscuits or discs to stuff. So let's see, I'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, let's see. 1. Eesh. You know what? Let me grease this knife a bit. All right, it's been greased. Let's see. 2. I tried. 3. 4. I'll be back with what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to look like. I went 8 across, and then I just did 1 cut down the front, creating 16 little bars to stuff inside the biscuits. Okay, now let's get to making this recipe. In this glass dish, I'm going to prepare the dry sugar rub that goes on top of the biscuits. This is all to taste. I'm using some Ceylon. This is real cinnamon. Oh, that smells so good. I love making easy, simple dishes like this. I like my stuff cinnamony. I'm also gonna add some of this pumpkin pie spice on there. You know what, ain't nobody got time for this. Okay, great, I chipped the nail. I just did my nails. Hey. Pinch of salt, just a little bit, just to balance things out. Add, and we're also gonna be making a syrup that goes over the biscuits before you place them in the oven. Doesn't that look pretty already? Oh, this smells so good. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna try to do this, open this thing. This does give me a little anxiety for real. I know it's a little silly, but let's see. Okay, it says start here. Don't pow, poof on me. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is silly. Hurry up. Oh, it's not opening. It's not opening. It's not opening. See? This is why you gotta do this now. Ah! It opened. Yay! Get all the biscuits out of there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the biscuit carefully in half. That's why I like getting the flaky ones, because you can do this easily. I'm taking the cream cheese and the biscuit. I'm gonna roll the cream cheese. I do this because I like the extra flavor inside, and you're just not biting, you know, a block of cream cheese. And then I'm just going to place it in the center. Make sure that I close it all together. I'm gonna roll it in this mixture. I've already greased my baking pan. As you can see it's nice and shiny. And I'm going to start putting these in my dish, just like that. I'm gonna do another one on camera so that you can see it again. Just like that. I'm not much of a baker, but I've got a few things up my sleeve. Just like that. You see how easy this is? Isn't that cute? Okay. Also, I like to put it seam side down. Forgot to say that. Just in case it feels like it wants to open up a little bit. Okay? Now, let me finish rolling these up and I'll get back to you before we put all the other stuff and goes in the oven. So in this pot, I'm going to...
Well, first of all, I better turn it on, right? Hello.
So I'm going to use a stick of butter in here. And I tasted this Trader Joe's butter. Guys, I'm sorry about the sunlight. It's not as bright as I would like to, even though I have lights in here, but you know, it's going to start thundering here in the Sunshine State of Florida. Vanilla bean paste. This is all to taste. And I'm gonna add the remainder of the powdered sugar once the butter has melted. I'm gonna take this off the eye for a second. Let me turn this heat down. Doesn't that look pretty? So I'm gonna use some of this on the baking dish before I put the biscuits in, and then I'm gonna top it off with the rest. I did transfer to a smaller dish because the other one was just way too big. This is just enough to coat the bottom. Added a little more butter to the glass dish before I put the glaze and then the biscuits. This is more like it. Before I add the rest of the glaze, I'm going to add some of these cranberries that I've also defrosted and I've dried them out. What is that? What is that? What? Oh, that's cinnamon. I'm gonna place this in between. This is gonna be kind of like a take on pull apart bread or monkey bread, but this is Gorilla bread because y'all saw this is beefed up. Now I'm gonna pour the rest of this delicious glaze on top. Just like that. Now tell me this doesn't look good and easy. Really, really easy. Yep. Spread it on top a little bit if you have to. Spread the goodness all over everything. And pop this in a 350-degree oven. Yes, I forgot to press record on my outro. Nonetheless, this was still piping hot to try on camera. I had to get on with the day. But if you like this kind of content, you found some value in it, a chuckle, laugh or two, smash that subscribe button. You know all the things to do. And I'll see you in my next kitchen moment. Oh, that sucker's hot.
Cabritas.
This cream cheese, the rub, the spring,
And creepy.
Hello?
Agent 777 here. Mission accomplished.